whole episode. Sorry they couldn't comment or chime in, see what's going on, but that's what it is. So anyway, I've got a great show for you guys. I've got some great information out there. If you guys are with me on Titan Medical 2.0, I'll answer all your questions, concerns, and things that will help you guys feel better, look better, and perform better every single day. And we're off to the races. Let's go. All right, so with this, let's talk about the Titan Therapy of the Week. So the Titan Therapy of the Week is going to be, our hair health capsules and biotin injectable therapy. So, hair loss, it's been a really big issue out there for both men and women. Now, men primarily before, I would say before, the last 5-6 years, maybe a little earlier, it's usually been a man's problem with hair balding, thinning. You occasionally see women here or there, but since 19 came out and everybody's had really, really bad issues with hair loss. Now, this could be from 19, or it could be from stress and cortisol levels going up through the roof. It could be from just genetics that are in your family, your mom, your dad, your grandfather, your grandmother, anywhere on that side. So, it's a huge, huge issue out there. And obviously there's so many different directions that are coming at you guys that are trying to, sell you something. And people that have hair loss, or alopecia, or any of these different issues with their hair, they're looking for anything out there. And it's almost desperation, right? And it sucks because we want to help those people out there. And there are some proven things out there that will help people. But, without surgery, what do you do? What can you take? What's going to help you as far as keeping your hair, regrowing your hair, and hopefully making it thicker, right? Because that's what it is. And, injectable biotin, Ada Queen said, injectable biotin is life. So injectable biotin is a lot better, way more absorbency and a better transportation rate than oral biotin, because I know a lot of people take oral biotin out there. A lot of girls I know take oral biotin. Obviously, this is good for hair, skin, and nails. And girls want to take it because they want beautiful hair, skin, and nails. But there are guys out there, too, that could definitely benefit from injectable biotin. Biotin, the big problem that I get from girls out there that take this is, hey, I'm having to go get my nails done like a week earlier than I would usually, or 2 weeks earlier, whatever they do on their schedule. And it's because their nail growth has exponentially, increased. So at that point, they have to go in and get these nails fixed. So at that point, I tell them, I said, do you want it? Do you not want it? And, you can skinny back the dose after you talk to provider and stuff like that. So maybe they don't grow as fast. But hair, I think any girl's going to tell you they want their hair to grow. And, you have all these girls out there that are dealing with the hair issue and trying to put, extensions or whatever it is in their hair. And this could be damaging to the hair, depending on who's putting your hair and how it's put in and all that good stuff. That's not my department. But, I've heard from girls out there, and I've seen girls' hair is damaged after they pull it out. But there are some good extension artists out there. I'm not saying that. But, everything you got to just take into play that, what you put in your hair could damage your hair. That's the, even the regular shampoos you're putting in your hair, the chemicals in there, they could actually hurt your hair. So watch out what you guys are doing. But injectable biotin and our hair health and skin capsules. So that's a great one for an oral therapy that you guys can utilize. With this, we're actually talking about changing some things in here too, and increasing it and making it way better than what it already is, which they're really good anyway. But at that point, if we can make things better, we are. That's what we're going to do here. So, that's going to go into one of my different subjects that I'm talking about today. So stay tuned for that. But listen, if you want to take advantage of the injectable biotin, or you want to know what might be best for you for hair, skin, nails, particularly if you have hair loss or anything like that, we have other different options that I'm talking about here. So the best thing you guys can do is call or text 727-389-3220, and our medical staff will be happy to help you guys out and get you guys going for hopefully way better hair growth, thickening, and making sure that hair doesn't fall out, right? So if you're going through these different issues out there, I think I've been through it. Sharice has definitely been through it with COVID and lost a lot of hair. So, if you've done this and you've had these issues out there, there are some things that may work. I'm not going to guarantee it, but it may work for you guys. It's worked for a lot of other patients. So Call or text 727-389-3220. Now, with these therapies, you don't need blood work at all either. All you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. We're going to get that automatically. Just go to our website, fill it out, and you guys will get called by our medical staff, and they'll get you guys scheduled for a visit with a provider. The provider's going to go over your health history, family history, go over what your symptoms are, and at that point, prescribe a regimen that is personalized for you. Okay, so let's get into the first subject of the day. And this goes right along with what I was talking about earlier. So dermatologists discovered a cheap, common blood pressure medication that can treat hair loss. So you're thinking out there, blood pressure medication. I got to take blood pressure medication? Well, let's talk about what this is. It's Minoxidil. So Minoxidil has been used for over-the-counter use in Rogaine, and it's a foam that goes on your hair and hopefully helps you, keep your hair that you have. It might even stimulate some growth. There's no guarantees with this, but it is, it is, for over-the-counter use, and you can't do this. Now, obviously this has worked pretty well for a lot of people out there, guys and girls. But if there was a better way to do this, would you want to do it? And this is what some of the different dermatologists have been seeing with what they've been doing with their patients. And we were looking into this a while ago, and we're thinking, man, this is a really good idea. So, as we were going to implement this, and I seen this article, I was like, wow, we're not the only ones out there thinking about this. There are other people out there that are trying to be ingenuitive and really help patients out with different things that we already have access to. So this leads us into Minoxidil. So Minoxidil, like I said, is used for over-the-counter use. It's a foam. Usually you get it. Rogaine is the main source of that, I guess, and you put that in your hair, and it hopefully helps you keep your hair. Now, with us, we have Minoxidil, we have Lantropose, and finasteride all in a topical foam. So it's more superior than that, but the Minoxidil is an oral version. This is a whole new game-changing thing that I think a lot of people are going to go to. It's a lot easier. It's more manageable. If somebody takes a capsule or a pill or whatever it may be, it's a lot easier for them to do that in one swallow in the morning with the rest of their vitamins, supplementation, Titan therapies, whatever it may be. So, if you've tried Minoxidil, you've tried the hair foams, you usually have to put it in your hand, and it's a foam, and you wipe it in your hair. Now, when's the best time to do this? Now, I've asked a lot of guys and patients this because the hair foam sells like crazy that we have. The Titan hair foam, it's crazy. But, I know a lot of guys, obviously, that use Rogaine. And obviously, there's a lot of guys out there because it is a huge, huge company, okay? And they're not hurting. So, with this point, I asked him, I said, do you put it on the morning? Do you put it at night? And some guys will tell me, listen, I'll put it on the morning because it's like sticky and stuff like that. That's how it's medication, so it's just in a foam. But it's not like, you wiping your hair. It's almost like a mousse type deal. So if you wipe it in your hair like that and, you have it, it's sticky. So I guess some guys, if they have short hair or even longer hair, they use it kind of like styling gel. But it's not like styling gel. I don't. If you use it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's kind of different. So, I tell people, listen, the way that I used the foam back in the day was I would use it at nighttime. And what I would do is because they say put it on the morning, put it in your hair, and it's there all day, and it's sitting on the follicles. But at nighttime, what I would do is I would go home after I had gel in my hair, I'd wash my hair, get it all clean, and then, I'd put this foam in my hair, and I'd put it at night, and I'd sleep all night long. So, back in the day, I might have been getting, 8 hours, 7 hours, hopefully. So it was sitting on there for a good amount of time, I guess, right? At least 1/3 of the day of 24 hours. So, with that, I wash off in the morning because I put styling gel in my hair, and that's what it was. Even when I put that stuff in my hair and I put styling gel, it was still weird. That's why I never did it after that. But yeah, my brother, what's up, Lewis? How you doing? Oh gosh, Dylan, what's going on? So basically, at this point, with that foam, there's no really good way to do it. I guess whatever your routine is, stick with it. But if you don't have to put that stuff in your hair, or you forget about it, because some people, they get tired, they go to sleep before they do this. So with that, take the Minoxidil orally. So this is a really, really good one, and it's been helping a lot of patients out there. And the main complaint was I'm growing hair everywhere now. So you can't pick and choose where you're going to grow hair. That just is what it is with some of these medications. So if you ask for it, you just might get it. So just be prepared either way of how it's going to go. I mean, even a lot of guys, right? Once they go on testosterone replacement therapy or they take some of these medications, they might grow hair like in places they've never had it. Girls too, right? They might be on their back or whatever it is. I'm not saying you're gonna have a hairy back, girls, but guys, more in general, if you're taking testosterone, you might grow hair on your back or different places on your arm or whatever it may be. So just be prepared for that. The only bad thing is that you don't usually grow hair on your head from testosterone. So with this could be a game-changing medication for a lot of people out there that are dealing with this, men and women. So look for it in one of our new Titan therapies coming out. We're going to add oral minoxidil in there. I think it's going to be a really, really good. I think it's going to be a good play all the way around. I think it's going to be good for a lot of patients. Now, it might not be for everybody. That's why the medical provider is going to do the consultation with you and make sure this is going to be the right therapy for you guys. All right. So what up, Rod? How you doing, dude? Wild one, what's going on? I appreciate you guys all joining me. I don't know what's going on with the Titan Medical Instagram live, but we'll see after this. All right, so the key to anti-aging drugs can be taking them briefly while you're young. Okay, so this was kind of interesting to me. Now, I believe in this to some sort of circumstance, but I think that it's a case-by-case scenario, and let me explain why. So I think that some drugs might be able to extend telomeres and stuff like that, right? And that's like things like before you get like genetic diseases, that were ingrained in your DNA. So telomeres are a big thing, right? So I think there's some different peptides out there that could definitely help with that. Now, these different drugs that they're talking about here, specifically rampacin. So rampacin is a drug that's usually, it was found on this island like a half a century ago. And right now they use it for an immunosuppressive therapy. So with this, it's a really, really powerful drug. Now, with this drug, they've used it, as far as for anti-aging, not on people, but they've actually done the research on some different insects and like little mice. So the insects were fruit flies. So fruit flies have a really short lifespan. They die real quick. So it was a really, really good one, I guess, for these researchers to test it on. So with this, they tested on these fruit flies and they extended the life of these fruit flies. Then they used it on mice, extended the life of the mice. So they're saying that basically this could be the drug for people to be able to use for anti-aging to extend longevity. And what's really crazy is the lifespan of us humans has actually decreased for 2 years in a row. It's never happened before. Last 2 years, it's happened, both years. So lifespans of people have shortened. Usually they extend, especially with everything we have, like medicine-wise, the new technology, what we can do, what we can't do, the science of everything, the biology. I mean, the more studies and more money going to more studies than ever. So we should know more about ourselves, about what's around us, what we were, what we're going to be, hopefully. But, it's funny. We just don't know. And, I don't know how many billions and billions and trillions of dollars probably went into research all around the world to cover some of these different things. But our lifespan should definitely be increasing, which is a good thing for us, but might be bad for the planet if we have more people on the planet that are extending life. So it might be a good thing, and might be a nature call that it's just eliminating us quicker for all the different things that are out there. And we're killing ourselves, basically. And COVID had nothing to do with it, too. That was the other thing about this study. So at that point, you can't say, well, we had a lot of deaths of COVID, and that's probably why the lifespan. No, it has nothing to do with it. Now, maybe in future years, some of the long haulers and COVID might have an issue, or some other drug might come out and take us out. Who knows? But this drug in particular, now this drug, I guess, is really harsh on you, right? Now, this drug was made for, organ rejection. That's the immunosuppressive part of what this drug did. So at that point, it's a really, really powerful drug. Now, obviously, the dose they were giving people for the anti-rejection medication, at that point, was a lot higher than what they were using on these fruit flies and mice. So they think they found the sweet spot for this, and who knows? This drug might go into, more research on human, participants, and see, really what it can help. Now, we already know it's okay for humans to take, right? Because of organ rejection. So, there are people out there that are already taking this medication. But for anti-aging purposes, it's a whole different spell and a whole different level of, is it going to be safe? Is it going to be tolerable? What are going to be the negative side effects possibly of this medication? And so on and so on. So they've got a good start on it. Hopefully we'll find more research. I mean, with what we have now, right, we should be able to extend our lives and live beyond. I mean, we should be there, but we're not there yet. So hopefully we will find the cure. We will find the therapies that will help you guys extend your life. What's going on, Dan Wheeler, Hawk Squad? What's going on? My man, what's going on, Hensley? How you doing? All right. So let's talk about this weekend. So this weekend is a St. Pete Art and Fashion Week. At this point, it's already started. It starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Thursday is going to be awesome. It's going to be a VIP event, a gala. It's going to be a neon night, so that's the theme of this whole thing. And at that point, it should be an awesome night. So if you're a VIP holder or you bought VIP tickets to this, we will see you there on Thursday night. Now, Friday night. Friday is going to be the model shoot downtown in St. Petersburg. I guess all the models are going to be out there. There's going to be tons of photographers running around down there. And at that point, it should be a great night. We're going to have awesome Titan girls out there taking photos. Some of the models are going to be the models in the fashion show. So it's going to be really awesome. So if you guys are out, you guys might be able to get a picture of some of the models. We'll see you in St. Pete. Saturday is the big event. That's the fashion show. So it's going to be an art and fashion show there. The fashion show will be with titanmedicalcenter and other designers. Big ups to Donna Crowley, Lux Fashion Group, for helping us put this together. Titanmedicalcenter is presenter and title sponsor of this event. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be at the Coliseum. It's going to be a night to remember. Every show, every year, just keeps getting better and better. So big ups to Donna for putting that together, because it's a big task. Everybody thinks that, you just show up and there's some chairs down the ground and these people just walk around. That is not what goes on. I wish it was, man. So we're going to videotape some of the behind the scenes of what we do behind the scenes, because I know I'm involved, Art's involved, Sharice's involved. All the models are there. We've got the makeup art. I mean, you sound like, oh yeah, they're just getting makeup. But I mean, these girls are sitting there for like 6-7 hours, not getting makeup done, but since they're there with their makeup on, they're gonna sit there, get some more pictures. I mean, it's gonna be a long day, and it's gonna be a fun day, no doubt. We always have fun at what we do, especially these events. I think it's one of the funner events out there as far as the fashion shows goes. It's gonna be big. So come join us Saturday night, Coliseum. It's going to be the art and fashion show for St. Pete Art and Fashion Week. Top sponsor and presenter, Titan Medical Center. All right, so let's get to the poll question, because I got to leave here in about 9 minutes. I appreciate it, guys. All right, so what do you guys do to help grow and strengthen your hair, skin, and nails? So 12% of the audience said, I use home remedies. Cool. I want to know what those remedies are. 18% said, I use Titan therapies. Awesome. 21% said over-the-counter supplements. Okay, so that'd probably be like Biotin or whatever it may be. Or it might even be Rogaine. You never know. I use prescribed medications from other clinics. Ooh, okay, well, that's cool too. I don't mind. So if you're getting, like finasteride or maybe, some other hair product, I guess, that's cool. At least you guys are doing something about it. That's the main thing. And then the other one, I maintain a healthy diet. So 26%. So that has a lot to do with it to some degree. So, what you eat, you are. So, you definitely need different things as far as for hair growth. Different B vitamins, especially because that's what biotin is, the B vitamin, right? So with that, you definitely want to get all the nutrients, in your diet if you possibly can. Now, a lot of people don't and lack this, and that could be part of the issue too with this. Don't forget about stress. That's a big one too, and people lose hair because of stress. After that, I guess that's a good one. Diet and genetics. You put those two together, you got a winner. So keep on if that's what you guys are doing and it's working well for you guys. 2022 of Titan events. So we have the Jason Skeldon Art and Fashion Week next weekend. So 9/18, I believe that is. And then Hurricane Pro 10/22. 12/3, we got Cars and Couture running it back to St. Petersburg with Donna Crowley and Lux Fashion Group. And then 12/15 to 12/18, Olympia, Las Vegas. We're going to be there, getting all that together now. So we have a beautiful preparation and setup for you guys when we get there. So it's going to be awesome. So you guys come out and join us at all of our events. We'd love to see you guys. Come up and say hi, take a picture with us. We love our people out there. We love our supporters. We love our patients. So if you guys are a patient, come up, man. I might not know every single patient by face because I don't. I'll be the first one to admit that. But the patients I do get to meet, I will always remember. So at that point, please come up, talk to me, ask me a question if you want to, and I'll give you the best possible advice from my opinion and situation. All right, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully, we'll be back on the other Titan Medical Instagram for lives. We will see how that goes. But Friday, join us on Titan Medical 2.0. We'll be there with Big Drew, Titan